What's up, people? Got another review today. Doing a review on my Zastava M92 PAP AK pistol. Just picked this guy up a couple days ago. Had a little bit of fun with it so far. And so far I'm really liking this thing. See, we got, this time we'll start from the rear. We got the Century Arms brace. This makes it a whole lot easier, a whole lot more pleasant to shoot, and you can actually get some practical accuracy out of this thing with it. It's not a stock, so this thing is not an SBR, anything like that. This is designed for one-handed shooting, one-arm shooting, and I've shot it using just one hand with one-arm manipulation, and I've also used it shouldering the rest right here from the rear. I gotta be honest too, shooting an AK like a pistol, that's pretty fun. it's pretty fun. So that feature is kind of neat. And then up here we got the grip right here. This is also a Century Arms grip, and we have the Tapco G2 trigger. I mentioned these three things right off the bat because I bought this gun used, and these upgrades were already featured on the rifle when I got it, and all three are great upgrades. So this time we'll go to the muzzle. Got the original muzzle device that came with the gun. I have not changed it out. It is spot welded on. These two guys right here. You can take a Dremel or some kind of tool if you want to, file it down, and at that point you can remove the muzzle device and install an aftermarket one if you'd like to. Got the wood, the gas block and handle up here. And everything's functioning great on this rifle so far. Got a hard chrome bolt carrier right here. Looks good, still in good shape. Nice and clean. Because I just cleaned it. You know, a little bit of, a couple little dings here and there on it. That's not a big deal. This thing will function just fine for many, many rounds, I'm sure of it. Bolt itself still looks good all the way around, and you got your extractor here, still looking solid. So why would I want, or anybody else want, an AK pistol when they could just buy a regular rifle? Well, I'll tell you, like, I've owned AKs in the past, love shooting them, they're fun guns. Especially fun for me, at least for reactive targets, stuff like that, because you got a hard-hitting 7.62 round coming out of the barrel. With this, I especially like the shorter version with a 10-inch barrel because I like the quick manipulation. It is not especially lighter, especially with the stock brace. Keep getting that confused. The brace itself weighs about a pound. So this rifle, pound wise, you're looking with a fully loaded magazine, probably a little over 8 pounds. It's a pretty heavy rifle. It's built like a little tank. But, you know, if we're throwing it in the truck, or even if I'm hiking in the woods, I can throw it in my backpack. It's easy, you know, like you still got all the capabilities of the larger rifle. You know, you're losing a little bit on ballistics, but you know, that's not really a big deal for me. It's this gun's so much fun to shoot, and I really don't ever see myself getting rid of it, or, you know, trading it for something else, just because I could see this gun lasting a long time and giving me a lot of enjoyment. So we got the finish here, still looking pretty good. You know, no dings or too many scratches, nothing like that. That's kind of a compliment to the user before me too. So sights here, kind of open, fairly open sights. Got a 200-yard hash mark, and here's the front post right there, regular AK. Flip this guy, flip this guy, if I can get it. Now you have a 400 yard hash mark, and then a different kind of setup right here. My light's kind of bad, but it's more of a rounded off, larger post, and it has a very faint white dot on the end of it. And these, both the 200 yard and the 400 yard marks have white dots on each side. The white dot on that larger one I can't really see too well, but you know, it's not really a big deal. It's just there. And 200 yards and especially 400 yards. With 200 yards, I'm sure there's guys out there that can hit their targets at 200, but if you put a 400 yard hash mark on there, it's definitely wishful thinking. But hey, if you can hit something at 400 yards on purpose with this thing, then you the man. So with this gun so far, it's functioned just fine. This is a Tapco 30 round mag. It's functioned just fine with this. You know, no problems or nothing. And also functions fine with any of the steel mags I've used and the Magpul P mags as well. So far, so good on this thing. It's, like I said, it's a whole lot of fun to shoot, and I'll be doing something at the range, probably realistically 50, maybe a 75 yards with open sights type of deal, accuracy kind of demonstration, kind of test. And really beyond that, I didn't buy this rifle for 100 yard pinpoint accuracy anyway, so you know, I probably won't even shoot that much with it at 100 yards. But anything close up, you are gonna definitely enjoy shooting this thing, because the recoil with the weight of this gun is not bad at all. It's actually halfway pleasant. Even with one hand manipulation with the arm, it's not bad at all. It's actually fairly easy. So I'm kind of getting used to shooting it like with a shorter brace right here, as far as holding the gun not as far back or far forward rather as I would one of my ARs. But so far, you know, you'll get used to shooting with the kind of how the sight configuration is and how your point of aim, point of impact is going to be. So you know, as soon as you get used to that, it's pretty fun. One thing I will note about the brace on the rear here is that it was originally designed for one-hand manipulation, like I said, one-handed shooting. And I believe it was originally designed for a veteran that needed to shoot, required to shoot with one hand, one arm, because he didn't have the use of his other. And so the guy that created this, you know, he really had the best intentions, had the best in mind for our veterans, and of course we appreciate our veterans. So anyhow, I will take us out to the range one of these days, kind of show you some videos with that, so show you some fun shots with it, and kind of just cool ways and fun ways to handle the gun. Just really get the most out of your time and most out of your bang for your buck, so to speak, with using a brace and the shorter configuration as a pistol. So until next time, see you later.